Today we powder coat all the stuff. Yesterday we tore the engine down. I didn't post that video yet. I had to send the block to the machine shop. They came and picked it up today. So we're gonna do some stuff to make some more stuff look pretty. And then I'll make an update video, I guess, on the engine stuff later. But we already sandblasted the brackets. We sandblasted the valve cover. I'm doing 2 sets of valve covers just in case, because I have one set of Gen 3 and one set of Gen 4, and I don't know if the Gen 4 stuff's gonna work. But they're clean. I just gotta hang them up. Oven's preheating, it's taking forever. Gonna get up to 500 since they're old greasy cast parts. Get them extra hot. Get them up to like 500 degrees to burn off all the debris and all the oil that's kind of baked into the aluminum, you know, like a cast iron pan. We're gonna let that all burn out, and then we're gonna coat them. So I'm gonna get back to hanging. It's all hung up, ready to go. Drop 200 degrees that fast. If you can see how foggy it is in here, I guess you can see the light beams, so that gives you an idea. That's all the oil that burned off from the powder coating oven, from the valve covers and stuff. So I'm gonna open the door, but we're just about ready to put some powder down. They cooled down pretty quick. I am impressed. I almost don't trust this. The powder's on. This is very yellow, which who would have thought yellow would be yellow. I hot flocked these a little bit, so that one's already shiny, that one's a little shiny, and that one's not. So I gotta push them in so they can finish up. Hopefully they don't get shitty. A little sneak peek, because I think they should have flown out by now, so we'll at least see if there's something immediately wrong. Oh, they look pretty good, and they're yellow but not bad. So we'll have to see how that looks when it comes out. Originally, focus, I planned on doing everything this bronze color. And I did my diff brace in this color, and it looked interesting. But I wasn't crazy about it when it's done. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna redo my wheels in Cadillac Gray, which looks like Cyber Gray Metallic. And I was like, I can't have red calipers with Cyber Gray Metallic, so I was gonna do them yellow. And I was like, oh, I'll do the valve covers to match the calipers, right? Keep it all cohesive. But now I'm thinking that was not the right decision, but at least it matches my shocks. Yeah, don't drive with your timing cover leaking profusely. I think I'm gonna be here a while. Fun. So this color really came out weird. I'm not crazy about it. It covered super well when I put it on, but once it cured, it doesn't have the coverage that I thought it did, which is weird. I don't think it looks bad, but like I kind of expected like the C7 color. That's what it kind of looked like on the swatch and in the powder. This is very much like just a yellow. I don't know how else to describe it, but you can see, like, even in the video, you can see some of the spots where it kind of came out weird up in the, like in the, where the coil brackets would bolt to and stuff. So I'm probably gonna end up redoing these tomorrow, just because it's getting late tonight. Those turned out good. I'm happy with them. They're shiny, they're black. That's all I was looking for. So that should be it for today. I realized I forgot to do the AC bracket, which is like way over there on the table. So I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow too. That's gonna be black. And I think I want to do the coil brackets. It just kind of seems like a good idea. You know, if I do them, nice black coil brackets over top of the hopefully better looking yellow valve covers. If I do them again and they look this bad, just because I'm not really, like I said, I'm not stoked on the color and how that came out, I think I might do the bronze. Either way, it'll look good with a nice fresh black coil bracket cover. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully we get the engine back and we can get that shit assembled. That was the end of the video. I lied. We sandblasted the coil brackets, we sandblasted the power steering bracket, and we got the valve covers and the powder strip. It's the next day, and we're playing the waiting game again already. The ECS diff brace stuff that I powder coated before, I brought that with me. They're all assembled. I have to figure out what to do. I have the big C pieces too. I have to look up their instructions or whatever to figure out what needs to come off and everything to put it back on. is the anodized bronze metallic matte that I was gonna do like the valve covers and stuff in, and it was kind of too brown to me, so I figured yellow would look cool. It would look better with the cyber gray metallic wheels. But nice. Yeah, so I gotta figure out how all this goes together. And the Rock Auto order came in. We got all the gaskets, all the head bolts, everything for the engine assembly. There's some stuff at the house that's not here, but we're definitely in a good spot now. This powder strip stuff is the truth. These have been in there for like an hour. They're raw aluminum again. I had to flip them once, but that's it. They got to cool down a little bit, and then they'll be ready to get some powder. Same thing, they're going to be gloss black, just like the stuff was yesterday. And then I'm going to put the valve covers up top to let them bake off again, because I put solvents on them, so they really gotta bake to burn the extra solvent off. And then we can put some yellow down on them. Hopefully these are done by the time it's time to put yellow on the valve covers. That way we don't get like cross-contamination and stuff. Now they're ready to go in. Parts are in the oven. We're gonna go ahead and throw this brace on, I guess. I already took the vibration damper off the side of the diff. I think now I just pop all these 10 millimeters off, and I replace those bolts with longer bolts, and that puts on the fancy C-shaped brace thing. I got one side on. At least we'll know if my diff leaks more than it did now. This is why. We got both sides on. We got the one that goes on top of the trans on. It's kind of mocked up with 2 of the bars just to make sure I had everything right. I had to re-tab these holes. The powder coating kind of ate the threads up. Not that I didn't expect that, but yeah, I just got to tighten everything up, and then the brace is on. The stuff in the oven's almost done, then we got to do the valve covers, and it's getting late. All right, we got all of the brackets bolted up. I have the arms bolted up. That side is pretty much good. What I can't figure out here, I don't know if it's because of the jacking situation I have going on. As you can see, the Heim joint hits the subframe. I don't want to cut the subframe because I don't think I have to do that. I'm just thinking, you know, the torque tube is on a trans jack. I'm sure there's a little bit of buckling going on in this direction, and it's also on a trans jack back here to hold the rest of the subframe up. And it's not totally straight, and you can tell the diff's leaning in one direction. I don't want to mess with it while I'm by myself. If this thing starts to fall, that's over. I'm probably gonna get fucked up. It's gonna get fucked up. We're gonna have a really bad time. I'm gonna wait till someone else is here to help me with that. But overall, the install is easy. The other side was a little funky. They do mention in the instructions that you might have to cut something off on certain Z06s. I'm thinking that might be that. This feels tight with the lock washer and the bracket there, and when I checked on that side, it doesn't protrude very far, so I think we're good because there's a little gap there, but that's definitely a little concerning, but it's definitely tight. So we'll see where we go from here. All look pretty good. Sorry for the compressor noise. There's a little outgassing on the power steering bracket and the alternator bracket, which I'm not really sure why that's there, but I'm not that worried about it. You can't really see that. I'm thinking it's because I didn't superheat these. I just brought these up to like 400. Those look fucking great though. You can see a little bit of the outgassing there. Not really worried about it. That's the back of the bracket that's going to be against the block anyway. So that's not a big deal. But yeah, I only heated these up to like 400 as opposed to the 500 I normally do. So that extra 100 degrees really makes a difference for burning off the contaminants, like the oil from your fingers and all that stuff. Or really the 120,000 miles of seasoning that it's received. These haven't cured fully yet, but I wanted to pull them out just to check them out, and they look much better than the ones we did yesterday. So I'm just gonna give them a once over, make sure they're all good, and then push them back in. So much faster than I expected, and they're ready to come out, and they look much better, like I said. So I'm gonna pull them out so I don't burn my hands. Here with these, there's a couple little weird things, like right there, that's the flake from the powder, almost like like I kind of saw it on the end of the gun. It looked like a liquid. It almost like, I guess, dripped onto the valve cover. It doesn't look bad. I'm sure it'll be fine, especially once the coil bracket's on there. You won't even notice. There's a little bit here too, which is weird, but I mean, they turned out much better than yesterday. The yellow actually looks good. I'm sure on camera they probably look really similar, but this looks much better. Less like mustard, more like a lemon. I don't know. But on some other good news, the block is here. We got the block back. They got the cam bearings in. They hot tanked it. Everything's ready to go. And the main bearings and the rod bearings and the bolts and everything are at my house. So tomorrow night we're gonna assemble this short block. Actually, we're gonna do the whole thing, I guess. We'll build the whole engine tomorrow night. Hopefully we can get it back on the engine area Saturday and get the body on it Sunday, or in some kind of time frame like that. And then once that's done, I have to get an appointment for a tune, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about. That might take a while. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is actually the end of the video now.